watching a rugby game with the sidelines crowded and people cheering.
And welcome back to the 2009 National Wheelchair Veterans Games, the 29th annual in Spokane, Washington. We're at the second quarter of the first of the quad rugby matches. White currently holds a lead of 15-11. I'm Ben Pearson, and here alongside me is Bob Crandall, the Secretary of the United States Quad Rugby Association. Now, White was able to get off to an early lead back behind the play of Scott Severn's. Yellow has been unable to slow him down and really couldn't get things going until they got the combination going between Stephen McGuire and Harold Bostic. They had numerous goal-scoring chances and opportunities and converted on nearly all of them, bringing the score closer, and currently sits at 15-11. Great crowd on hand for this on the first day of actual events and the week-long series of events going on. And for many people in Spokane, I'm sure this is their first taste of quad rugby. And I'm sure a lot of people are surprised at how physical this game is.
Okay, we're all learning as we go along.
And Yellow will get things going.
Team Yellow. That's a novice. Number 1.
Gus is really smothered, and we got McGuire in, finally got the ball back from him. Nice pass out.
It's up to Jeremiah Butler. He gets it to McGuire. We're going to score to 15-12.
Be looking to see if they're able to contain Scott Severns again.
And McGuire is marking him as well, and he steals the ball on the inbounds, trying to bring it in, and he gets it. And just like that, we have a 2-point ball game, 15-13.
It was nicely played by McGuire.
Oh, and there Severn goes. No one's going to catch him on that.
You got
Scott Severn, out of Cairo, Michigan, served in the Army.
So he says, Jeremiah Butler gets it in. That's Steve McGuire, the supposed new guy. He's following his block.
Ball into McGuire. He's kind of trapped, and he calls a timeout as he was trapped between Scott Severn and Kenneth Matthews. Forced to call a timeout, and during the break we got confirmation that each team has 4 30-second timeouts and 2 1-minute timeouts that must be called by a coach. It's number 11, Gus Sorensen gets it. He's trying to dish it to 13. Misses, Scott will pick it up. No, he won't. Jeremiah almost gets it. They're saying Jeremiah Butler had the last touch, so it will be white ball inbounding right in front of us. Get it into Scott. McGuire's trying to get him on the sideline, trying to knock him out of bounds. Unable to. You know, Bob, I don't know. Have we seen anyone score for White other than Severn?
I don't remember anybody else scoring. It's just, he's the dominant force out there.
So if that's the case, we'll say Severn with 17 and Yellow with 13.
Seen a nice combination between Steve McGuire and Harold Bostic last quarter. And Gary Pearson couldn't quite get himself turned around there. Gary's a 1. Not only his number, but his classification is a 1. Gus Sorensen coming over to cover the inbounders is a 1-5, number 11. They've got Scott pinned down there, but he pushed through it, and I believe he's out.
Robert Schuler unable to contain him on the sideline, and Severn will once again coast into the goal. We're going to score at 18-13 here in the second quarter of play.
Rugby's played similar to tennis in that each team's offensive possession should result in a goal.
You look at the chairs, you'll notice that the low pointers, or the people that are not offensive players, have a picker out front. We got a
ball up in front of Jeremiah Butler. Can he catch up to it in time? No, he can't.
nice push, nice try.
Almost.
A little bit too strong a pass. And pushing that defensive chair, which is what I was trying to describe. He's got that picker out front here. You notice how Gus sets up to block the inbounder. Try to trap that guy down low. We got a turnover.
Oh. Was not able to sneak in between the goalposts. That was Robert Schuler, the only novice we have in this game. Almost got his first goal.
That would have been sweet. That would have been nice to have a low pointer and a novice score in this game.
Alonzo Burnett will inbound it into Severn. Butler unable to slow him down. Well, one thing the Yellow has going for him is, as we said earlier, everyone has to play at least 8 minutes. So in a way, they could just be looking for Severn to finally retreat to the sidelines.
Well, I think I don't think there's a maximum time. So we're probably going to see Scott and Steve McGuire out there the whole game, I believe. Unless they actually get down to the point where they nice breakaway. But with the playing time, the coaches need to be keeping track of that. I've been told that if every player on their team doesn't get his requisite 8 minutes of play, and they win, or they've got the high score, they do not win the game. We have a 12-second count. I've been saying 10 seconds. I should have known.
So 12 seconds. Yellow showing some defense on that. And just in time, as it looked like 0-0, Alonzo Burnett had a free breakaway to the goal.
Yellow 3.2 seconds.
Yep, they had 12 seconds to get it over the midcourt line, and he didn't make it.
As number 10, Kenneth Matthews, will come to the sidelines.
So apparently, rather than use the, I don't know, maybe they're not pulling him out. I thought they were pulling him out. They took him off the court, which normally they don't do.
Wheel change.
Yep, we've got a flat tire out there is what we got. And
So how often is that in this sport? With all this contact?
quite frequent in a high contact game. So a game where a little more experience, in other words, the players have played together a little bit more, you're going to see a little harder hitting. So you're just getting a slight taste of the contact that happens in this game by watching this game here today. I'm expecting that as we go along through the week, that the games each day will get better as the players become more familiar with each other.
Lawrence Strong will make his first appearance for the white team, number 3.
Nice recovery by Steve McGuire. Now, there's also another rule we haven't referenced, and that is you need to dribble or pass every 10 seconds when you have the ball.
Excellent defense.
So if you saw Steve McGuire sitting there trapped, and he was concerned about dribbling the ball as opposed to just simply holding it.
5-goal lead.
White gets in the Severn.
It's a difficult job that Yellow has. I don't think they have anyone in there as big as Scott. So if they can't deny him the ball, they're going to have to contain him.
Scott Severn with the 3 classification.
Has anyone other than Scott yet scored on the white team?
You know, I don't think so. It looked like Alonzo Burnett was going to, but then the 12-second call came into effect. But someone with Scott, you know, already a lot of disabled people have incredible upper body strength. Scott looks like a bodybuilder out there. And especially for someone with a lower classification, with limited arm movement, there's no way they can slow him down. Here we go, McGuire's on the breakaway.
A nice
Bob
nice
Larkin
shoulder.
giving chase, unable to catch him.
Yeah, Scott Severn's story. He was on guard duty in the Army, and he was struck by lightning. It came down and hit him in his steel pot, and as a result, he lost the use of his legs and limited the use of his hands.
So the score sheet on the grade.
Score shows 22 to 15. There we got someone new scoring for the white team with Bob Larkin getting across the line.
Oh yeah, you got Butler looking for that outlet down there, and it was kind of a difficult spot. You got an equipment.
In for white right now, we have number 3 Lauren Strong with the .5 classification. Joining him, number 5 Gary Pearson with 1, and then a 3 with Severn and a 3.5 with Bob Larkin, who we just saw score. So a very wide range on the floor for white right now.
And we got Bostic back in, and we have the Bostic McGuire combination, and we have number 4 Jamal Williams from there. Jamal is a 2, so we've got 3 players out there that have good hands and a little bit of decent speed.
Just about 4 minutes left in the second quarter of this quad rugby match here at the Spokane Convention Center in downtown Spokane.
I believe that was the second substitution that Yellows used at that point. So they've gotten a little bit of play time for each player out there, I believe.
Kenneth Matthews checks back in the game after getting his wheel changed after suffering a flat tire earlier.
Now you see how Bostic has got Scott trapped down in there.
Mm-hmm.
Pull right in and behind him like that. He can hold him there. He doesn't have to move now.
As white will take
That's their second
30-second timeout. Number 13 calling that, Bob Larkin. So score 22 to 15. White on top. They have been the entire match, led by Scott Severn, who I believe has scored 21 of their 22 points.
Ball must go to half-court line. 12 seconds. If not, turnover.
This is the first match of quad rugby between Team A, which is the yellow team, and B, the gray team. The gray team will play again tomorrow at 1 o'clock, taking on the third team, 3 teams here at the National Veterans Wheelchair Games. And white has taken another timeout as Severn was stuck in a trap there between Bostic and Jamel Williams.
Well, the yellow team's getting some good defense now. You force a team to call 2 timeouts or any number of timeouts you can without them getting the ball over. It's kind of nice. I guess they didn't get the... No, they did.
Oh, nice little shifty move by Severn, and no one is going to be able to stop him.
He's got a little bit more experience than Steve McGuire.
After a couple of hiccups, White gets back in the scoreboard. They're going to push it back up to 7-8 now. To Jamal Williams, he gets over to McGuire.
McGuire going down the sideline, looking for Bostic. Severn gets a hit on him. Bostic controls it, and he will take it all the way. 23-16, white on top. And, you know, yellow was really getting closer until Bostic came out for a while, and then Severn was able to pull white away a little further. Earlier in the game, McGuire and Bostic had quite the connection going.
7-point game.
As number 13, Bob Larkin will inbound it into Severn. McGuire's unchased, goes for the hit.
Looking for the angle and didn't quite get it. Scott Severn show continues.
And that is certainly what it has been thus far, putting the white team on his shoulders and carrying them. Now with the score 24-16, just about 2-3 minutes left in the second quarter, is that a bit high for quad rugby before halftime, or just about the norm?
That could be about the norm.
Bostic gets out to McGuire. Severn giving chase. He's not going to catch him.
Nice play. Well done.
This quad rugby match being brought to you by Health Net Federal Services Incorporated. See Bostic getting that dribble down. Remember, you have to dribble or pass every 10 seconds. Bostic trying to stop him, but he was turned around the wrong way.
It's really great, the sponsorship that we've got out here for the games. The sponsorship and the volunteers.
And Severn steals that pass.
Opportunity, and Bostic just didn't see Steve McGuire.
Bostic able to slow him down once. Butler hitting from behind, and Bostic keeping Severn out of the goal. And now they got him trapped. Oh, not quite. Severn still holding on to it, dribbling around, looking for an option or a path into the goal. Now the rule is you can have 3 defensive players inside the key area. It's the yellow taped off box in front of the goal. Without the 4th, and yellow was using all 3 of them, but still unable to stop Severn. Bostic out on the open floor. He's got McGuire ahead of him, but Severn's on him. Severn's going for the hit. McGuire gets a screen, and Bostic will take it in. 26-18 is the score. The white team on top. As we should be nearing halftime.
Defensively, much better pressure.
As the ball goes out of bounds. And some subs will come in for the white team. We have number 11, Paul Mann. Joining him will be number 5, Gary Pearson. 00, Alonzo Burnett. And of course, number 1, Scott Severn.
He also won the Special Olympics Award 1 year. That's number 5, Gary Pearson.
All right, Severn's got it. He's bottled up. Can they keep him in there?
Look, we might have another.
Out to 11, Paul Mann. Bostic will let that go out of bounds. The yellow ball. Jamel Williams will inbound it.
We got Scott trying to deny Bostic over here, so he had to make a choice between McGuire or Bostic.
It's McGuire, and Severn will go to McGuire there. Can he find Bostic? He can. Nice catch, nice throw. 26-19 is the score now.
When the white team puts in this other lineup like this, they give up a little bit.
Inbounds it into Paul Mann. He gets it to Scott. McGuire's on his tail, but as we've seen all day, when Scott has open floor in front of him, it is close to impossible to catch him. And he has simply been unstoppable for this entire match.
Excuse me, Jamal Williams, he's been paid job looking slick. Yeah, Boston drops it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Loose ball on the floor, goes out of bounds. 2 touched it last.
Nice defensive play on fire, holding on.
And yellow will inbound it. Just about 1:30 left here in the second quarter.
Still ain't down, but you're going to score 1 at a time.
Jamel Williams will inbound it, give it to McGuire. And will he find Bostic, or will he take it himself? He'll take it himself.
Aaron Boston, just like Moses, parts the Red Sea. And Steve McGuire rolls right in for the score. Nice pick.
Bostic's in pursuit. All right, 3-on-1.
Got him cut off.
Some big hits out there. Got him bottled up a bit. Severn looking to pass, something he hasn't had to do much all game. McGuire watching him like a dog. Oh, Severn finds a path and he gets into the goal. 28-20 is the score. As we approach the halftime, this first quad rugby match of the week's events. McGuire's got Bostic in front of him, and that has certainly been Yellow's formula for success all day. McGuire to Bostic.
Looks like that was Navy to Marines.
Harold Bostic from Northridge, California, part of the Marine Corps. Also be competing in the 800 and 1500 meters in track, as well as weightlifting and hand cycling. So he's got a full plate during this week's of events. As we see the familiar sight of Severn nearly coasting in, he decides to pull it back, looking for some help for some of his teammates. Bostic hits him.
Severn's got the corner.
As Severn eventually finds his way in.
So in 2 seconds, if you blink your eyes, I swear it's going to be over. Blink.
And that will do it for the first half of action. Scott Severn shows what it has been. So he has a 29-21 lead. We'll take a short break for halftime, and we'll be coming back with the third and fourth quarter of the first quad rugby match of the 2009 National Veteran Wheelchair Games. You're watching xable.com.